spacious Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. This fielded right at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. They'll fake the give to Taylor. Now Wentz. He's got Jack Doyle. That catch good for only a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. To throw is Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. With Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Middle of the field to the tight end, Doyle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And look at this. For the 2nd straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Throwing is Wentz. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Ben Benagoo in there to bury him for a loss of 11. After the sack on 1st down, Garoppolo throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. That's complete to Dwelly, his tight end. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. Back deep for the Colts, Naheem Hines. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Wentz going to give this to Taylor. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And the catch made by Hilton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Wentz now on 1st down. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. Now Wentz. Caught left side by Hilton. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. On the handoff, Taylor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Wentz going to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down. But DeForest Buckner using those big hands and getting in there and bringing him down for the sack. To try again after the sack. Garoppolo. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Charlie Warner, the tight end, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Garoppolo now. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for the...
Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, Mostert. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Garoppolo looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time they coughed it up. Led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now taking downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. Here's Wentz to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. D Ford. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wentz. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. On play action, it's Wentz. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 25.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On play action, Wentz. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. Michael Pittman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now James returning. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. On first down, Garoppolo. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Final adjustments taking place in both teams' locker rooms. We're closing in on the second half. And to bring it your way, let's go back up to Indianapolis and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Here's James. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now a play fake, Garoppolo. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A surprising move to go for, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Now Wentz. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. Give him 7 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Nyheim Hines, his first carry, and he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. To throw is Wentz. He'll check this down to Hines. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Vision and speed, 2 of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there.
Yeah, this defense as a whole has really been flying to the football all game long. They have not allowed too much of anything, and here's another example. A great play there to get in and disrupt it before it could get going.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Throwing is Wentz. This to Hines on the drop-off. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Wentz. And it's caught. Touchdown, Colts. 9 points. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts have taken the lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Play action, Garoppolo. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your deep.
Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. DeForest Buckner. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Able to haul it in is Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 67 yards. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that
Now the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. back to give to Taylor. Now Wentz. Under pressure, and down he goes. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack. After the sack on first down, Wentz being chased out left. Room to run past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A heck of an effort there on the scramble leaves him with just 3rd and a yard. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1 yard is the gain. And the Colts are going to have a first. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz, he sets to fire deep. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Play action. Now Wentz. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off at the 35, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
And now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. He goes right back the way of Hilton. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Wentz to throw again. And the catch made by Hilton. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. He's got Jack Doyle. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make this a 2nd down. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Now Wentz. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor there to make the grab. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead.
And touchdown and congratulations and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part one is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see him scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. Back to throw. Buying time to his left. That's complete out left to Ayuk. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understand where they are in the field?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. He's back to throw. Out to his left. And he whips that one incomplete there. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from second to third down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better?
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. One final try now for Lance. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be caught. It's caught. And they've won the football game.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners.